Shout out to LFOD Radio.
LFOD Radio.
LFOD Radio.
We out here, live free or die radio.
And shout out to my man Uncle Sam at LFOD Radio.
You are now tuned in to LFOD Radio, Live Free or Die. Today, we're coming at you with an interview from Pensacola, Florida, February 20th, 2020. It's still wild to me how unbelievable it is to have been traveling around, going to shows, meeting new people. There's a decent section, probably like a 5-minute convo on daps towards the end of this. We're doing straight elbows for the rest of the year, but it was super dope catching up with Big Low, and shout out to the crew up north that put me on to him. He is a self-made DIY indie touring artist who's seen the world, learned a lot about it over his travels, and besides putting it into his music and his general energy, he has been sharing them with other artists as well. It's healthy to have someone like that in the community, so major shout out to him. The Deadeye episode last week was also the last pre-recorded Boston episode, so for the rest of this month you're going to be hearing from more artists around the country, more Florida, Atlanta, etc. If you missed the other episodes, I would strongly suggest going back and listening. They're all on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, LFODradio.com, pretty much any other podcast app. If you can't find it on yours, let us know. We'll get it over to them and we'll remedy that as quick as possible. Definitely want to subscribe as well to get new episodes right away, and hit us up at LFOD Radio or LFOD Life on Facebook. Let us know what's going on. It doesn't have to be about what's happening with these episodes. We'd love to hear how you feel about them, who you'd want us to talk to next, etc. But just get at us, whatever. If you're an artist, LFOD.life/submissions, LFOD.life/submissions. Send us records, send us videos, art, whatever. We're sharing everything right now. We want to get the word out, crank it up. And also, if you're tuned in and right now it's Tuesday, we're going to be live at 9 p.m. tonight on our Instagram. It's going to be whatever y'all make it. Just pop in. We'll pull people on the live. If you just want to share some words, if you want to share some music, if you want to just chat about whatever, let's do it. It's just a space for y'all. So we're not heading into it with any sort of expectations. It is what it is. We did it last week. It went really well. We filled the full hour with artists. Some I hadn't even met before. Just found them on Twitter. They found us, came through. So real cool. So definitely tune in and keep in touch. Without further ado, we're going to get into this episode with Big Low. All right, LFOD Radio, the road trip continues. We have made it to just outside of Pensacola, Florida. I'm with Big Low right now.
Hello.
What's happening, man?
Chilling.
Thank you for having us over here.
No, thank you for coming by. When
You're
you hit me up,
welcome.
I'm sorry that I didn't give you better recommendations of stuff to do in Florida. I thought it was just like artist centered, or else I would have had you like doing all the weird.
I didn't. That's on me. I didn't say anything.
Yeah.
I'm on just a hell of an adventure. But the artist part has been pretty nice as well. And we got a shout out. I believe it was Graphic Melee that tagged you. We've been making these posts like, who's your favorite artist in Florida, and I think he caught on to the fact that we were actually talking to those artists, so I'm pretty sure he tagged you on there. So.
Yeah, Graphic Melee, that's the homie up there in Portland, Maine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
You do a lot up there at Monday the Mines? Or?
Yeah, I've performed quite a bit, like all over New England, Portland, Manchester, a few different towns in Rhode Island, which is weird because it's like the size of one city. But a few different places in Rhode Island. played in Massachusetts. I've been all over New England. I'm more of a East Coast person, like Jersey, New York State, Virginia, DC, stuff like that. But I've been for maybe the last 5 years or so, getting around up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess you rock on some of our buddy 8biz's beats as well.
Yeah, I did. It was crazy. So I played with them, and I've known Bizza for quite some time now. And I played with them, and I had a day off while I was on tour. It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. And I had a day off, and like we literally like sat and did like a little 4-track EP in 24 hours, wrote the whole thing, made all the beats on the fly, just ate like a bunch of pizza, and like it was just one of those things.
That sounds dope, dude. That sounds like the way to do it.
Yeah, it was
Bottle
fun.
up that energy. And
Yeah. So he's it's crazy. He's become like family now over the years, and a real good dude.
He's a real good dude. Shout out Bizza.
Yeah, what's up, Bizza? Oh, look, he's a man.
I guess we've talked about the man off camera as well. We got Saucy Rossi, the legend here.
Yeah, man.
With his 8bizza strictly business shirt.
I didn't even know.
I hadn't seen before until today.
Yeah, I didn't even know Bizza had a shirt. Like,
it seems like he does.
You can't buy these.
I would rock that shirt.
Yeah,
That's
Bizza, where are they? How come we had to come to Florida to see one? It's hilarious, dude.
That is kind of hilarious.
Oh man, there's no one like him. So, like either of these two, to be honest.
Yeah.
So we might have to talk to Ross a little bit later, but we're here to talk to you. So we got plugged in. I'm glad you've got these connections in New England as well.
Yeah.
And I definitely hear. I'm not gonna act like I went super deep on your catalog or did a deep dive, but I do hear like an East Coast sound to it from what I did check out. Saw the video on the beach.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the most recent single, Spear Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked like fun.
That was a lot of fun. What's cool about that video, everybody that's in that video, like all the guests and stuff like that, they're all people I've known like a decade plus.
Really?
Since I've lived in the Pensacola area. And so it was a really like family affair, and like during the day it was like all strictly business while we were like out on the beach, but like the whole like tiki bar scene, like we were like actually getting lit.
Nice.
So it was nice.
Gotta get lit.
Yeah, and it was cool. So like I had like we had a hotel out on the beach, so we didn't have to drive anywhere, and the tiki bar was like right across the street from the hotel.
Nice.
So like it was just pineapple and vodka all night.
Nice.
Turned into a little party. So it was cool. Yeah.
I love it when the video shoot like turns into like an after event.
Yeah.
Keeps going.
It
Everyone
was
doesn't
dope.
just pack up and go, you know.
And shout out to my man Yabui on that too. Me and him, we work really, really well together. Like as a team when it comes to shooting videos. So
Yeah, it was nice.
Thank you. Yeah, and it's cool because I mean he's really good. Like I guess technically he's more of the cinematographer and somewhat of a director when we work together. But I also like I write on my own like treatment, and so like that was like my story.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I saw you had a YouTube video up about doing your own treatments.
Yeah.
Which I think is important because a lot of people, where they get it twisted is they hire someone to do a music video and they expect them to play all the roles, you know, director, then like shooting it, you know, everything. And there's really like 4 or 5 different jobs that they're asking one individual to do.
Well, yeah, my thing is, well, I want to get into Hollywood in one way or another, and I really like the directing side of things, and I like writing, even outside of music-related things. But I feel like I really hate rap videos, and that's like, well, because it's all like the same.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, I'm rapping here with my crew of friends. I'm sitting in front of a car, you know, and so they don't really tell much of a story. And when I was raised, it was more like when MTV first came out, and I remember like watching MTV with my mother and stuff like that, and just being so drawn into the videos, and they told a story, you know, and so that's what really got me into well, if I'm gonna do videos, I need to learn about it. So I remember my friend Tommy out of New York taught me about like writing treatments and everything, and took it from there. So like with everything we do, we're really calculated. We find our locations, we find, you know, everything that you would need to know in order to shoot a music video. And the guy I work with, Sean, and any any cinematographer, or any person you're working with your videos will definitely thank you if you kind of have like your in order beforehand.
Yeah, because like, oh, you want me to find the spot and do this and do that, and it's nice to be able to hand that, like a more finished product to them.
Exactly.
Or prepared product, you know.
Yeah, and it's cool too because you can like then you can bounce ideas off of each other. Well, they can be like, well, this shot might be kind of hard to get, or this location might be hard to nail down. So like they can have alternatives, and you know, it makes things come together.
So you're storyboarding, and bringing the whole thing. That's dope. So you were going to do that probably whether you were rapping or not. You're going to be getting into it. That's cool. And you had this video on your YouTube, which I discovered, and I found a whole bunch of other videos. It looks like, how long has your career been so far?
I mean, I've only been taking it serious like maybe 7 years.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm like most people into music. I've been rapping probably about a little over 10 years, and I've been writing my entire life. But I started off on the production side of things probably in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've gained a lot of experience, you've seen a lot, you've thought it out, but it's cool. It seems like at some point recently you decided to start sharing that knowledge with others.
Yeah, I felt like, well, because I get a lot of questions, because I do tour quite a bit, and I've been blessed to be able to I've been seen most of the country, and I've been to Canada and things of that nature, and I get a lot of questions like, hey Lo, how do you go on tour? Hey Lo, how do you do this? And I was like, you know what, I can't answer everybody's questions. So I felt like the easiest way to do that was just kind of like create a vlog series in which I address questions that are asked to me ad nauseum.
Okay. So, hey, here's a link.
and I try not to be a dick about it, but I'd be like, well, actually I made a video about this specific question you're asking. So like, not just like writing treatments, but I talk about like booking a DIY tour. I talk about budgeting. I talk about like copyright law. I talk about performance rights organizations, all sorts of stuff that's like centered around the music thing. And then
do your PROs.
Yeah.
Just for people in Boston, register.
Yes.
Sign up.
It's super important.
You get paid every time you do a show.
Yeah, you do.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah. And I try to explain that to people, and like they don't. A lot of them people don't even care.
It's paperwork.
Yeah, it's paperwork.
Yeah. But you have are you getting a good response from these videos?
I am. It's crazy. All right. So originally, like my YouTube channel was just kind of a landing page for my music video, and I never really like tried to invite people to like subscribe to my channel or watch my channel and stuff like that, because I didn't really care.
Right.
But at the end of this month, the beginning of March, it'll be 1 year since I started the vlog, and like it's getting close to like 1,200 subscribers, and like creeping up on 2,000 watch hours and stuff like that. So people are like digging it. And the coolest thing that I've noticed is the engagement is there. Like everything I put out is like 60-70% engagement. So people aren't just like clicking on the links. The people who do click on them, it's not like I'm getting tons of views or anything.
Right.
But the people who are watching are like actually watching
They're not watching the beginning going, I don't need to know this. Like, oh, this is good. Taking notes.
So it's been dope. It's been and it's been really cool when like people hit you up and be like, yo, I just watched your video on such and such topic, and yo, thank you so much. I need to know that, or can you clear one thing up for me or whatever. And it's cool that people are like actually engaging with the channel, you know?
Yeah. And I think it's cool, at least the vibe I got from it is sometimes when you see people do that, you can tell they're just doing it with like a larger plan in mind to like, I don't know, snare art. Like there's a bigger thing. It's done like strictly for the views or for something else. But it did feel like it was a genuine, like, I have this knowledge, I'll share it.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I know that YouTube is not going to be a source of income for me. So it's one of those things like, I mean, if something does go viral and I end up, you know, getting all this crazy revenue, I'm not going to say no to that.
Right.
That would be cool. But like, I know that what I'm doing is very specific, it's very niche, and that is targeted towards, you know, younger artists and stuff, and people trying to come up. And you know, I have a family. I don't have money to like give the artist. I don't run a label or anything. So I felt like my best way to give back to the community would be sharing knowledge.
That's what's up. Did you have somebody or some people that like guided you along your way?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you know him personally, but like the first person who booked me on tour, Nicholas Oliver, used to go by the rap name Ordeal. He lives in New Bedford, Massachusetts. And he's the one who gave me like all my links, like up there in the New England area. And he's kind of the one who gave me like the ins and outs and of the roller coaster that is like indie touring.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it's not glamorous, and that's why I try to explain to people, like, you'll have nights that are really, really great, and then you'll have nights like, why the fuck am I doing this? This is depressing. There's like 5 people here. Like, I'll be lucky to get like enough for gas to the next city.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying merch. Like, there's 2 disinterested people at the bar. Like, you know, it's not this glamorous thing.
The disinterested people who it's like, how'd you even get here? Like, you don't seem like you want to be here.
Exactly. So, you know, big shout outs to him. And like, I mean, you're interviewing me now, so I'm talking, but I'm more of a listener, and I'm a very like, and I was telling you this beforehand, I'm very stoic and I'm very like quiet, and I try to like observe everything that's going on around me. So like whenever I'm in a room of people who are more like successful than I am, I just try to soak up everything that they're talking about or they're doing.
You can learn a lot just by literally listening.
Yeah.
Oh, what did they say? Oh, okay. Like, I'm gonna go look into that.
Exactly.
You know?
So,
what they call it, ear hustling.
Yeah, ear hustling. And then I'm not afraid to go to like YouTube University, like as well. Like that's how I like started building the channel.
Gems on there, dude.
Yeah, I've learned so much. Like I've learned more on YouTube than I probably learned when I was actually in college. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that's definitely a flip. I don't think they expected it to do that either.
No, yeah. And that's another thing, like with the niche, like that, like one thing I learned is you're making evergreen videos. So like even though they're not like videos that may go viral, but as your audience grows, like they're gonna keep going up in the algorithms, and they're videos that'll be relevant 5 years from now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, my biggest video ever, and it's on like some YouTube account I don't use, is me changing the coolant on my motorcycle. I was like, there's no video of this. I did it, and someone must have posted it in a forum, and like relentlessly the numbers go up.
Yeah, it's crazy how it works like that. So,
but we're in your home studio here.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the coffee all over the wall, the bags.
Yeah.
Are you a highly caffeinated stoic guy? Or?
I am a highly caffeinated guy. I think it's because I have a very energetic 6-year-old that I'm tired a lot, and then I do work a lot. I have other business that I do outside of music related things. So every day I get up at like 4 a.m. and I'll work till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, take an hour nap, and then I'm at it until I go to bed at night. And
yeah, I'm tired hearing about that.
Yeah, and it's weird because I enjoy it, but I definitely stay caffeinated pretty much throughout the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you seem on point.
Thank you.
You don't seem like you've been up since 4 a.m.
No.
Well, it's Saturday, I guess, so maybe.
No, I didn't sleep in. I was up.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like that. Like I put it.
Like, Saturday? What's that?
Yeah, no. Well, that's one of the things that I try to tell younger artists, or I hate using the word entrepreneur or whatever, that if you're going to work for yourself, you're going to work.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't, like, you're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Why don't you like the word entrepreneur?
It sounds very capitalist and very yucky.
Okay.
You know, I'm working for myself. I don't have like people working under me. I'm not profiting off of other people's labor. You know, I'm not like outsourcing and having like, you know, weird sweatshops in Indonesia do stuff for me and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like whenever you think of entrepreneurs, it gives off that like icky.
Oh man.
It gives off that icky feeling like Donald Trump is an entrepreneur. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't think. Damn it, he made it on. I've been doing a good job at keeping him out of
No,
out of our
alright,
space.
so,
He made it in.
All right, we'll use Bezos,
Okay.
the Amazon guy. He's an entrepreneur, and Amazon's great, but like they treat their employees like shit, and then they made what $41 billion in profit last year, and then making taxes. So you're making all this money, you're not giving back to the community. Like and that's why the term entrepreneur is kind of weird to me.
Okay, I had to ask because I've never heard. I guess when I think of entrepreneurs, I don't think of like the final stage entrepreneur, like billionaire, like Illuminati style. But I think of like just like dudes hustling, like making things happen.
Yeah.
That's funny because I usually see it in a more positive light, but I don't like the word. I'll give you creative. That's one I don't like. Oh, he's a creative. She's a creative. That's like my yucky word for that stuff.
I mean, I don't mind that one as much, I guess. I can see that though. And I tend to use that sometimes because I have a lot of friends who do arts in different mediums and stuff like that. So like I kind of use it like it's a generalized term. Like even got friends like my friend Sydney. She's like one of the best hairstylists and hair colors, and she's really like a creative with what she does with hair. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of weird. So I guess I probably use your yucky term quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't know where I got that from. Someone put it into my head I was like, yeah, it is kind of. I think it's because it's an adjective that got turned into a noun. That's probably really what got me.
Yeah.
But either way, this is not what they're tuned in for, I don't think.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know.
As this trip has gone on, and I've just been like, this is day 44, I think, for me.
Oh, nice.
So like, as the sleep deprivation and things of that nature creep in, I think the conversations are going to start,
it's all
strange. But we're meeting each other, which is what it's about.
Yeah, so. This is literally our first time, like we've talked maybe for 3 minutes through IG Messenger, and this is our first time meeting each
Exactly,
other.
exactly. So, and that's been a cool thing about the trip is everyone that y'all have plugged me into has been like dope. And like the hospitality from north to south has been like incredible and continues to surprise me. So that must be cool to have like a national sort of network like that where you can.
Yeah, it's beautiful. People are so friendly, and like different regions get like kind of stereotyped as being like a certain way and stuff like that. And I haven't really dealt with much of that. I think the weirdest thing where I was like, wow, I'm not like in the South anymore. I stopped at a Waffle House inside of Baltimore, Maryland, and they didn't say welcome to Waffle House. And like my whole shit was like thrown off because I'm used to walking in and like these Southern women, welcome to Waffle House. And everybody's so nice. And I'm like, oh, like they're not welcoming me to Waffle House. Yeah. I'm sure their hash browns are trash here, you know what I'm saying? But no, everybody is super nice no matter where you go, and like you learn different things about different regions, and then it really has a humanizing effect on the way you view people and the way you interact with people.
Yeah. It's what you bring to it a lot.
Yeah.
Too. The flip side for me is when I came down here and I was in a supermarket and the guy who was putting out produce was like, hey, can I help you? Like, can I help you find anything?
Yeah.
It's like, what? Don't I just wander around and if I need something, I like go find somebody? Like, you're saying hello to me? Like,
yeah.
And not that they're rude in New England, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
You got to initiate.
And they genuinely, it's not like they're watching you. It's like he genuinely wanted to help you.
Yeah, exactly. So different strokes, but so you've been out here. You started producing, but you feel to me like someone who the pen has been in your hand since day one.
Yeah.
Like, when did you decide it was time to put that out front? And why? I guess.
Well, I guess like when I was in like going back to grade school, I was like a theater kid, and I was always like in plays and stuff like that. I was like, I need to be on stage. I can't just be in the background making beats.
Yeah.
I need to be in front of people. And that's kind of what really brought the pen out, because we're all narcissists in a little bit of a way. And we want people to watch us. I mean, you wouldn't have a vlog right now going on an interview if you didn't want to be seen.
You know what's funny is I used to be behind the camera. Like I've had to get used to being in front of it. I used to just have the artist on it.
Oh,
I stayed off it. I was like incognito. But there is a little bit. We're artists. There's an ego piece to it that we can't deny.
So yeah, so I felt the need. Like I like performing. I like being in front of people. It's an energy that you don't get, when you're just making beats. That being said, like my friend Eli Orko, he's got an album coming out the end of the month that I completely produced. So I'm not gonna be like in front of people for that. And like I put out beat tapes all the time because it's my first love. And like when I have writer's block, like I know I can always sample a record or play something on the keys or whatever and be able to,
get it rolling.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you rap over your own beats?
I used to be very hesitant to rap over my own beats because I had preconceived notions about what everything should be like.
Yeah.
But the project I'm working on right now is all my own production. Word. And it's been really, really rewarding. Like that Spear Gun, that's my production.
Okay.
This next single that we're actually recording a video at the top of March is called Water. The entire project is all my production.
Sensing a theme?
Yeah, well, it's not really a water theme. It's kind of paying homage to my mother, and like I'm a child of immigrants. So like, the kind of cliche scene at the beginning of Scarface where he's talking about John Wayne and how they were introduced to American culture. Yeah. Like that's literally my upbringing.
Okay.
Like, so like it's got a lot of like 60s pop culture vibe to it, from everything from like Westerns to Euro spy movies to the music of the era and stuff like that. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Right. Excited for that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and it's it's kind of like head nod to the mother figure, and the way she raised me. But it's not like a family album. Like it's still kind of a hardcore rap album.
Yeah, I heard some of the lyrics on that song. I feel like does mom like the music?
She says she do, but I don't know if she really does.
Yeah.
I think she always says you're such a poet and you're such a good writer and stuff like that, but I don't think my mom's like riding around in the whip up Big Low Records.
No. Yeah. Well, she says it at least.
Yeah, she says it.
She's supportive.
She came to my last release party, and it was her first time seeing me perform since like maybe 2004 or 5 when I did something in school.
Yeah.
And just seeing the smile on her face and having her there, as well as like the rest of the family and like all my friends and stuff like that. So that was really cool.
That's cool. And she got to see you in another light.
Yeah,
too.
Exactly. So my mom's super dope, but I don't think she's like riding around listening by.
She'd be on like another level. She'd go viral if someone saw her doing that.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm still sitting here like, damn, nobody's even watching the video, but watch my mom go viral listening to my. Yeah.
She loves it.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, mom is definitely, maybe she'll listen someday and, drive around and go viral or whatever.
Maybe she will. I mean, I'm not hedging my bets on it.
Yeah, and it's not a big deal.
She'll definitely watch this.
She's gonna watch it?
She watched everything. Oh. Yeah. Hey mom. Yeah, everything I do, she definitely, and she'll shoot me a text and let me know her thoughts.
Yeah.
Good and bad.
Yeah.
And
so you said, you're son of immigrants, Florida? Did you grow up in Florida?
Yeah, I've been in Florida. Me and my siblings have been in Florida our entire lives, except for my sister lives in Paris now. 2 of my brothers, they live in South Florida, and one of my brothers lives up in Syracuse, New York now.
Word.
So I'm the youngest of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, but I am a true Floridian. There's not very many of us. I was born in Vero and then raised in South Florida, and then I lived in Tallahassee for a few years, and now I've been in Pensacola for 10 years.
Word.
Yeah.
What brought you to Pensacola?
It's kind of crazy. So I did my last 2 years of school here in 2003 and 4, my last 2 years of undergrad at UWF, and then Hurricane Ivan hit and destroyed everything I owned. So I went back to Tallahassee and I lived with my mom there for a few years, and then I moved back here like chasing a relationship that like fell apart within like a month of me moving back here. Man. And so I was like stuck with like a lease and stuff here, and then I ended up like meeting Shara, who's in the other room, and like now I've been here like over 10 years, and we've kind of created like a pretty dope hip hop community here and stuff like that. So this is where I'm at now. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Because I've only been here a day, and it's it feels like a a very different sort of place, so I wasn't very naval, you know.
Yeah.
In Pensacola, at least, was like straight Navy. I look wild with my hair out there, dude.
Yeah, I got hair too, and my hair used to be not as long as yours, but my hair used to be pretty long. But no, Pensacola, I mean, it's definitely a naval town. Not just naval, like we live in like a big military triangle here. So like you got the Naval Air Station, which has like I got hair falling out. You have Marines and sailors over there, and then you got Corey Station, which does a lot of the code cracking and computer type things, and they're mostly Army guys at Corey Station, right?
It's mostly Navy.
Oh, at Corey, yeah.
There's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Air Force, you'll see a lot of Air Force walking around.
Yeah, out in Fort Walton, you have like Eglin Air Force Base, and then like where I'm at now, I don't want to give up my location too much, but we're near Spencer Field, where they do like helicopter training and stuff like that as
Okay.
well. So it's like a big military thing here, but also big fishing industry, and then Pensacola Beach is beautiful, so they got the tourist stuff out there. And then UWF, it's one of the like fastest growing colleges in the country. Like their football team is Division II right now, but their football team has only been around 4 years, and they've already played in 2 national championships and just won this last one. So it's like, it's kind of like one of those things. So like,
It might be on the rise a little bit.
yeah, and then our downtown is, if you got a chance tonight, like after we eat here, I definitely suggest checking out. We got a pretty cool downtown.
Okay.
I usually, when people come from out of town, I describe the culture here from pretty much Pensacola all the way to New Orleans. As far as like the cuisine goes and like the culture and everything, it's pretty much the same. It's, that Cajun culture, big Catholic influence, swamps, all that kind of stuff.
All right. I can get down with that.
Yeah.
A lot of thrift stores, too, I noticed. I don't know why. That's random, but I drove by like 5 coming into town.
Yeah, I guess since I live here, I don't think about that.
Yeah, it's
No,
little things like that. You're like, huh.
And I dig quite a bit for records and stuff like that. So, and I never really thought about like the per capita amount of thrift stores in Pensacola compared to other.
Significant.
Cool. Word.
But you said there's also like a hip hop community here, though.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. So, and by no means I'm trying to put myself like I started the hip hop scene here, because I didn't. I'm sure there was hip hop before I moved here, but when I moved here in late 2008, 2009, there really wasn't much going on to my knowledge. I'm trying to phrase this so people in the city don't get mad at me.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, there wasn't a whole lot going on. So at this little bar on Cervantes Street, we started hip hop night, me and some other friends of mine, and we kept it going all the way till Sluggos moved downtown, and it became this thing that they went out of business, and we just finished doing hip hop night, and we started this thing called Bars Over Bullshit probably about 4 years ago at the Handlebar. And then we only played there about a year because there was like financial issues with the door people. It was, and they ended up getting closed down. And now we've been at Shizuko like 3 years, and the ladies who run that is the best, and it's become like a staple here. And the way it's been able to grow is just, you know, between artists supporting each other and DJs supporting each other. And then with my touring, I've been able to bring acts that I've met on the road from all over the country here as well too. So that's kind of like made it into a pretty cool stop. And then we have a bigger venue here as well, Vinyl Music Hall, and Harry and Chris and all the people that run that place are really dope as well. So like, they'll book the bigger acts and stuff like that and put us on. So like, for instance, like when Ghostface and Raekwon came on the Purple Tape anniversary tour, they were like, yo, Lo, I know, you know, Ghost and Ray are 2 of your favorite MCs, you want to open for them type thing. And we take care of each other, and now like Pensacola's become such a artsy hub in that sense, and specifically for hip hop, that we get actually bigger shows here than some of the larger cities in the area. Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, so it's dope.
And it's cool that you have, because of the work you put in, you have like the quality openers and quality all the way up the lineup, so that you can give people a good show top to bottom.
Yeah, it's dope. And we push each other as artists, and what's cool is that everybody has their own style and their own lane too. And for the most part, like I said, we all support each other. And I mean, of course, I guess there's haters everywhere in every city, but like for the most part, like a friend of mine or other artists put out records, we make sure that we share each other's records. We try to go to each other's shows and stuff like that. And that's one thing I've noticed about the South, because we got on so long by the East Coast and even the West Coast, thinking that we didn't have anything to offer. You know, that we've really been more supportive of each other, you know, because it's kind of like a us against the world type of thing. You know. Yeah,
and that's why the South's been running, I mean, decade plus now at this point, because they literally don't need the other pieces. Hey, we got this.
And we're on I-10 too, so like it's easy to tour where you hit like New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Tallahassee, Gainesville, Jacksonville. It's all on the same strip of highway.
But far enough that the markets are different, you can string together.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That sounds dope, man. I'm learning a lot right now.
Oh, dope.
I don't know anything about this place. You know?
Oh yeah, no, I like share. I love my city, and I love all the support, and I love the people here. You know,
beautiful.
It's kind of in a lot of ways with the Navy base and stuff like that. It's kind of in a lot of ways it's like a college town, because you know they come here for school and then they go home, kind of like in the same way like college students would come there and then they would go back to their respective markets. Right. And if somebody's digging your stuff, you know, they'll bring it back to their friends back home.
Right. That's what's up. Is that monthly, that event?
We do it bi-monthly or every 2 months. Okay. And that's mostly because of my schedule, because I'm super busy and I stay on the road. But with that, you know, I got to give it up for like, it's a team effort. And King Hale, she's our host and basically my right hand. Her and Body Slinger, he goes by Slim now. His job made him stop using that name. He's an actual grave digger, like by trade.
They didn't like that.
Yeah, they didn't like that. So yeah, he's been there for me since day one, since we were at Sluggo. So over 10 plus years with him DJing. And Hale, she's been hosting ever since we've been at Chizuko, and it's really like we come together and make a good team.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's not something that exists everywhere. And that's really great that you guys have that.
Yeah, it's special. And I noticed that too on the road. Like there's cool things up in New England like Rap Night and Monday in the Mines, and they seem like they have like a special thing going on in a similar nature, you know. But then you also play in some cities where you're like, wow, like these people really hate each other, or they're not trying very hard, or they just don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It can be tricky.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, dude, I gotta time it when I come back so that I go to one of those.
No, I
just missed it.
Yeah, you just missed it.
I know, but I'll get the next one, because I have no doubt that you're gonna keep doing it. So.
No, yeah, we're gonna keep them going, and I mean, I don't know, I'm waiting on some news that I can't really share on here, so I may be back up in New England again in November-ish this year, so maybe I'll holler at you when I'm up there.
Yeah.
You know.
If dude, I'm not gonna lie, like the warm weather kind of has me. I don't know.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I hate the cold.
Yeah. Although it's freezing here. It's like 50 degrees and I'm dying.
Yeah.
The cold is different in Florida. It's like wet and
it's to the bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm used to the brick. This is different. I can get down in degrees with the brick weather, but this is like what's happening?
No one here says that.
No one says brick? Yeah, that's very New England.
No, we say brick. We say brick, but typically we use the word hawk. That hawk's out when it's super cold.
Hawk's out?
Yeah. And it's a term that I think originated from the troops, like fighting in Vietnam and stuff like that, and then spread throughout the South.
Huh.
Yeah.
Word. I can see that, the hawk.
Yeah.
It's coming at you.
Yeah, so.
Well, dude, if people want to connect with you about those shows or about anything, what's the best place to do that?
Really, like on any of my socials, I'm pretty accessible, and if I have time, I'll talk to you. At Biglow Hip Hop, that's BIGLOHIPHOP, and that's across like any social media platform. Dope. It's the same. It's unified or whatever.
Yeah, just Biglow on everything streaming.
Yep.
All right. Is there anything you want to talk about that we didn't?
No, I mean, no, that sounds terrible. I mean, I don't know. Just make sure, like, if you're part of a local scene and you're watching this, go out to your friends' shows. You know, don't be afraid to share each other's music. I mean, of course, rap is super competitive, but at the same time, if you're not secure in your own art, then those are typically the people who don't support each other, the people who are insecure with their own material.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So if you know like your shit's tough, then you have no problem sharing your friends' stuff. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. They're not going to steal your fans.
Yeah, they're not going to steal your fans. If anything, you'll be able to like throw better jams together because you're able to bring in people that stay for the whole night and they're like, wow, everybody on this lineup is dope and
Hell yeah.
so diverse and so different. I had a good time.
Hell yeah. Good advice, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate you dropping a gem for him.
No, I appreciate you, Sam. This was dope.
This was dope. Thank you,
Yo,
man.
No, thank you.
I appreciate it.
Y'all see that? I am still the king of the non-awkward handshakes. Sorry, that's been an ongoing thing for me for a few years.
What do you mean?
Oh, people are just like amazed about how good my like handshakes and daps are. Like I don't pick it up.
Bro, because when you travel, like, they're different. Like, the Northeast, we, like, lock it in.
Yeah.
And first time I was in Arizona, like, they go, like, sideways and, like... And I was like, like, what's happening? Like, no, we do it like Cali style. I was like, is that how they do it in Cali? I don't know. Like, it's really hard to, like, shake your hand.
I will say this. Out in the Southwest, they do like that extra fist bump.
And they pound at the end, yeah.
And that threw me off for a while. I'm like, yo, I don't mean any disrespect, but I'm not used to the extra fist bump.
Right.
Like, what do you want me to do with this?
Yeah, it's extra. It's funny. I was talking to them, and they're like, yeah, no, like, you do it the New York way. They're like, yeah, when, like, Wu-Tang came through here, they're like, they're slamming people, because you don't realize how aggressive it is, but you are grabbing people, and you're, like, tugging them in.
No,
and,
absolutely.
like, shoulder slamming them, kind of, like.
Yeah, we're a little bit more chill down here, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
you nailed it, man. That was
Thank
was
you.
fine. I didn't feel uncomfortable dapping you up.
See, he's telling you, that's my thing right there.
Some people do the point still down here. I've been
Yeah.
running into the point here and there. That happens up north too, though. That's the
Yeah.
only one that really gets me, because I'm like, if you catch in time, you could throw the point, but otherwise, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
harder. This is the decision we made when we decided we got rid of the straight handshake.
I know.
And anything can happen when you're in that.
I'm glad that you don't see a whole lot of the dap anymore. That was kind of weird. That was big like in the 90s and early 2000s. Like dap.
I see the dap is kind of like if you got in your hands, if you've been eating, like, or if it's
now
a
we
brief.
just do like the quick like shoulder, not really shoulder, but like elbow, forearm.
Yeah, somewhere
thing,
in that
like,
region.
what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm with that. That's the casual. But yeah, the dap is like the full thing. We're good. Anyway, we'll do another YouTube video about handshakes.
That would be amazing.
My buddy did one. Shout out FunPov. My buddy did one where he had these glasses with a camera in them.
Oh, wow.
And he only did awkward handshakes. So he'd go in to dap you, and he'd be like, and then you'd try to fix it, and then he'd turn into a pound, and then he'd turn it into this, and it's all videos, and he'd have people, some for like 30, 40 seconds, like going at it, like, and some of them. The funniest one, he was in Thailand, and so it was a lot of different people from all over, and the funniest is like, he had this English dude, and the dude, like, he immediately like froze up, crossed his arms, like closed all contact, like, and the responses are great, but random segue, FunPov. Yeah, thank you, man, and
thank you, Sam. I
talk to you
appreciate it.
soon. Yeah,
No, absolutely.
appreciate you.
Thank you once again.
One more.
Thank
yeah.
you. And
Peace.
thank everybody who's tuned in.
All
right. Shout out one more time, Big Low. You can get at him at Big Low Hip Hop everywhere. Definitely plug in, see what's happening with him. Let him know what's going on with you, whatever. We'll be back next week with Skrilla H. He's another New England guy, but we linked up with him down in Miami where he's got a studio, met a bunch of the artists he's working with. Real cool, more hospitality. So we're keeping it in Florida next week. Subscribe so you get that right away. It'll hit you like 3 a.m. maybe. That way you can wake up and get right at it. Once again, we're on most podcast apps, but if you can't find us on yours, let us know. We'll get you added at LFOD Radio or LFOD Life if you're on Facebook. Definitely check out the YouTube too if you haven't yet.
We've got video from all these interviews, extra bars, live event footage, etc. Shout out to our patrons for making this possible. Shout out Thomas, A-Ball, the whole crew back home. Artists, managers, LFOD.life/submissions. Get at us. We'll be back next week. Live free or die.